is the Next Level Loan Officers podcast. To learn more about Next Level Loan Officers, go to becomnl.com.
Hello, everybody. Sean Zalmanoff and the Kellen Vaughn here with the latest edition of Next Level Loan Officers podcast. Kellen, you know, this is the #1 podcast for loan officers by loan officers in the entire universe.
Sean, I've heard that, and I've seen the facts that back it up.
Yeah.
Man, honored to be here today. Man, what a time to be in the mortgage business.
It is a great time to be in the mortgage business. And hey, friends, whether you're listening or watching right now, do yourself a favor. Go to LO Lifeline.com. That is LO Lifeline.com. It's simple. Even us salespeople can knock that out really easy. Hey, this June 16th, we are hosting an amazing webinar to make sure you are set up for success for the next 6 months to rock the end of the year. We have Jocko Wilnick. We have
Dave Savage
on there. We have David Luna on there. A lot of next level coaches and contributors that are going to be on there too. Kellen, who else?
We got Jason Frazier that's going to be on.
Jason Frazier. Yes.
And Sean, let us not forget, we have a realtor panel that's going to be on there as well. Now, we did this at our mastermind event last, when was that? In April. And this was killer, man. I mean, let me tell you something. These are top producing realtors, and they literally like pull back the curtain and tell you, hey, this is how you talk to a top producing realtor. This is what I want. This is what I don't want. Oh, and by the way, what you think you know may or may not be true. And so it was eye-opening for me to hear them speak. So super excited to hear that again.
Yeah. And like I mentioned, you got Jocko Willink on here. The Jocko from Extreme Ownership is coming to join us. Oh, Kellen, by the way, we are donating 100% of the proceeds.
That's right.
To charity.
That's right.
Your ticket's only $47 for the day. Come join us. Have an incredible impact on the future of your business in 2022. And, it really kind of leads us into a topic that we've been really, really focusing on a lot. You and I were talking about it yesterday, Kellen. We talked about it this morning. And we keep bringing this up inside of Next Level. But what you focus on multiplies.
Yep.
And so maybe write that down too. After you go write down LOLifeline.com, go write down what you focus on multiplies. And I want you to think about this for a second. And think about the people in your life who are super positive. Think about the people in your life who have really great relationships. What does it look like when you talk to them? What are the things that they say on the phone to you, and how do they live their life?
Yeah.
Now think about those people who you don't like to be around. They kind of like to stick their heads in the sand when anything negative happens. And frankly, they're just pretty negative Nancy's all the time.
You don't have to go far in the mortgage industry to find those folks.
And they're everywhere right now, aren't they?
They are. Well, and I think, Sean, you bring up a great point, right? And so if you're a loan officer and you're listening to this, right, like it's very easy right now to watch the news, to watch the stock market, to watch your portfolio, to watch your loan pipeline, to watch interest rates, to see all of these things, gas prices, all of these things compounding. And it's super easy. I'm a victim of it. Sean, you're probably a victim of it. To start having some self-doubt, to start, really thinking the world is crumbling down. Things are not what they should be. But I'll tell you that there's a solid group of people that are in the mortgage industry that are basically shoving that negativity to the side. And I think there's some power in that. Sean, we were just talking to some of our loan officers that are in our top producer huddle group. And a couple of them said, man, I'm making a couple changes in my business, right? I used to do this and now I'm doing this. And what did we talk about? We said, how powerful is it to be a loan officer, or in any profession for that matter, and to be able to have the perspective to take stock of your reality, right? This is the reality that I'm in. How do I now adjust to be successful in this new environment? And I think that's exactly what you're saying, right? Are you going to adjust, or are you going to stick your head in the sand?
This is the reality that we are all in right now. And so, like, there's things you can control, there's things you can't control. So, we can't control interest rates. We can't control how fast people build houses, and we can't control the number of people listing houses to get in the market. But yet, everybody's focused on that crap right now. Focused on a bunch of things that are completely outside of your control. Who was the big short guy? Michael, what's his?
Oh
Begins with a
gosh.
B, Michael Burberry or something like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
And one of my loan officers just sent me a message last night, and it was a snapshot of how he's talking about how this looks a lot like 2008.
Mm.
And, it doesn't look anything like 2008, guys. We know there's a shortage of inventory. The mortgages that are being created right now are the best performing mortgage-backed securities in the history of loans. We have a huge shortage of supply of houses. We have household formations continuing to increase. But these damn talking heads in the media keep saying something different. And so you don't need to believe them. Of course, yeah, I mean, things are slower because people aren't listing as many houses, that there aren't as many refis, and rates going up will definitely impact a housing market, as it will make things less affordable. But you can't control any of that. And, that same group that we were talking with last Friday, Kellen, it was funny because they're talking about the increase in realtor meetings, showcasing their tech to realtors, helping realtors frame a positive mindset, using tools inside of MBS Highways, using tools inside of Mortgage Coach, whether it's Lender Logic or Simple Nexus or whatever the technology that they're using. HomeBot is another great one. That all of these things that they've had for a couple of years that they've been trying to get in front of their agents, that they couldn't. Now all of a sudden their agents have a little bit of time on their hands and are willing to sit down for those meetings.
Absolutely. So let's talk about for a second, you mentioned here are some of the negative things, right? Well, let's talk about some of the positive things that are happening, right? So if you're a loan officer, again, we're talking about, listen, you can't control interest rates, you can't control inventory, you can't control the economy, you can't do that. But let me tell you what is happening and what you can control. And Sean, you started on it. I can control my daily activities, my ATMs, my actions that matter. I can control how many realtors I'm out doing. I can control how much market share I pick up because other loan officers are quickly exiting the business, right? How about your average loan amount? Mine's up probably $150,000 from the last year or two, right? That's good news. So you can do slightly less deals, make the same amount of money. So there's a lot here that is on the good side. And we talked about it too. The potential, right? Rates going up always means that at some point rates are going to go down. And so there's a potential refinance up. Absolutely. We can applaud that all day long. And so we're building business, for the future. But here's the thing. If you're not out there actively, and I mean actively, like daily, doing your actions that matter, doing the things that drive your business, which is generating new revenue or generating new referral sources, creating new leads, creating new apps, closing more loans. If you're not out there doing those things, then you have no excuse, right? Then you have nothing to complain about because you're not doing anything to actively improve your business. I saw this quote, Sean, I shared this with you right before we came on the air. This really was powerful to me. And I think this speaks a lot. We're going to share this a lot with our group, but don't be disappointed by the results you didn't get from the work you didn't do, right? So 6 months from now, the actions, what you're doing today is going to be reflected 6 months from now, right? So are you today going to take control of your business, do what's required, gain market share, create new referral partners, generate more deals, and in 6 months from now, you go, hey, I'm in a great spot. Economy takes another turn. I'm okay. Economy gets better. Rates go down, I'm even better. Or 6 months from now, are you going to be sitting there going, well, woe is me. I'm exiting the business. This stupid economy cost me my job. Thanks a lot. And you're just, negative, negative, negative. You have a choice. You have a choice today on what side of the fence that you want to be. In fact, my kids, they have the every day on the announcements at their school, they go, hey, make it a great day or not. The choice is yours, right? So you can choose which side that you want to be on. For me and my team, and I know, Sean, you're the same way, we're grinding. It's grind time right now, right? We're in low gear. We're doing things every day that move the needle. We're doubling down, right? We're building new marketing materials. We're creating new lists of potential realtors we're going after. We're working extra hard to build those relationships so that we're in an amazing position 6 months from now. Nobody on my team is going to lose their job. We're going to continue working hard. And so go ahead, Sean.
No, I was just going to say, like, you must do what's required to get the results desired.
That's right.
And so all the activities that Kellen's laid out, but this is such a golden opportunity. So, refining your systems, your technology, the way your videos go out, the automation that you have in your business, whatever technologies, we're gone really big into Candor for automated underwriting to take a ton of work off of our plate, off of our processor's plate, off of our underwriter's plate. So as the next boom happens, like, I've been doing this for 20 years. The sky always falls and then it gets blue again.
That's right.
When the sky's falling, this is the time to invest. This is the time to be better. I mean, Kellen, if you were 50%, 25% better 3 years ago than you were then, how many more loans, how many more refinances, much more business could we all have gotten done? This is the time. This is that golden opportunity that's gifted to you when you know what's on the other end of this.
Well, and here's the thing. So there's going to be people listening to this podcast, Sean, that go, yeah, but you're not in my market. Yeah.
Bullshit.
Yeah, right. But you don't know the inventory issues we have. I can't get into this and that. I can't get into that. And you know what? Those are all excuses. And I understand not every market is the same. Not every economy is the same. Not everybody's referral partners are the same. But my point to you and to all the loan officers out there listening is that don't bring me that excuse. Don't talk about that until you've done everything within your power to change your business. If you're not spending 5 to 10 hours a week on money-making activities that generate new business, don't come talk to me about how your market is causing you to fail, right?
Well, the reason I said BS to it all is because we have 500 members in our community. They're in your market. They're in a market just like yours. Between, middle of nowhere, Texas, Dallas and Seattle and St. Louis, it's really hard for the four of us founders to not have a market that's pretty similar to yours in what we deal with. Like, we're all here. This is happening everywhere. So we do know what you're experiencing, and we're actively doing loans. Our teams are actively crushing it every day. Do what we say and do what we do. It'll change your life, man. And that's why we created this LO Lifeline event.
That's it. So the reality behind LO Lifeline was obviously to help out, throw a lifeline to the LO community to help them have a successful and prosperous last 6 months of the year. So this is in June, right? We're at the midway point of the year. And so the question is what actionable strategies can you take in the last 6 months of the year in order to dramatically improve your business, in order to survive, in order to keep everything moving in the same direction, to weather this storm? I'm not saying it's going to be the best year you've ever had. I'm not going to say it's going to be the most prosperous year you've ever had. It certainly doesn't have to be the worst. you can certainly still survive and thrive in this market. So let's talk about that for just a second, Sean. So at this event, you're going to walk away with 6 to 7 actionable items that you can implement in your business the next day, right? So the goal is to equip you with actionable things that you can take and run with.
Yeah. So, a lot of times when people go to an event, and if you haven't been to a next level loan officers event, like you're thinking, all right, well, they're going to give me 70%, 30% of the roadmap, just enough to where I got to pay to get the rest. That's not how we work. Like, we have a ton to offer, and probably after coming to the event, you'll want to join us because it's only $197 a month to join us. But this event, this $47 that you are going to spend on this event, these strategies, you will get the complete A to Z strategy on what's going on for each of these strategies that we roll out and give to you. I just want to make sure that you all are crystal clear on that.
Yeah, absolutely. You're 100% right. And listen, we'll talk about some of the basics too, right? You've got to be building referral based business today. Now, the good news is that everybody's market's probably going to shed 20 or 25% of the current loan officers. I've already seen some of the tertiary loan officers in my market. I've already seen them on Facebook announcing, I got a new job somewhere else. I got a new job somewhere else, right? They're already leaving because all they were doing were refis and they can't hang in this market. So you need to be doing that. That's an actionable strategy that you can do today. Find realtors in your market that you can go talk to. If you don't know how, join us on Next Level. We'll show you. We talk about this all the time. How to go find new referral partners. What do you say? How do you have a coffee appointment with them? How do you get their name and phone number? How do you get them to respond to you? How do you follow up? Those right there are 6 things that we just talked about that will generate you new deals every single month. And we talk about it every single day at Next Level. Right. So again, if you're struggling with how do I survive in this market, first and foremost, join us on LOLifeline.com. Come to that event. We're going to give you those strategies. And again, it's $47 and the donation to an awesome veterans charity. But if you need more than that, or you want to start sooner, or you really want to get around a community of people who are out there crushing it right now, or I don't say crushing it, but they're having wild success. I mean, again, it's a positive feeling inside Next Level. There is no doom and gloom here. Then join us on Next Level. You can head on over to nlstrategycall.com and grab a strategy call with one of our coaches, and they'll help you with any of that stuff as well. So a lot of resources right here on this podcast, Sean, that we've given out. What have I missed?
Nothing. We've dropped 3 pretty powerful quotes. So I want to wrap up with these quotes. And remember, you go to LOLifeline.com. You go there, you can sign up for the event. But the first thing that I mentioned is what you focus on multiplies. And I just want you to think about that whenever you're doing something incredibly positive. Like, man, when you're giving your kids that, man, high five because they struck out, but they walked to the sideline and he held his head high and he didn't go cry like the rest of his teammates. Man, focus on those wins and see how you make other people feel and see how it makes you feel. And Kellen, what's the one you mentioned as well?
Oh gosh, you're gonna make me pull it back up here.
I got
it.
Okay.
Don't be disappointed by the results you didn't get from the work you didn't do. And you know what? That applies to a lot of areas of our life, but none more true than in our mortgage business. And we talk to loan officers all the time who say, well, I'm struggling. Well, I'm failing. Well, I'm not seeing the improvement. I'm not seeing the growth. Okay, well, tell me what you did or tell me what you didn't do, right? And they're like, well, I just sit around and wait for the phone to ring. Well, that's not a strategy, right? Like, we have to be proactive. Right now in this market, you have to go out and take it. You have to go out and get it. Sitting
we
around
talk about the 4 pillars in our life: the fitness, family, faith, and finance.
Absolutely.
Every single one of those
Absolutely.
applies to
100%.
And then the last thing that I mentioned, and it dovetails right into that, you've got to do the work. If you want, Oh man, Kellen, I forgot what I was going to say there. It's about getting the results desired, but whatever, guys. You've got this down. Go to LO Lifeline. Go to nlstrategycall.com. Let us help you out. Let us get you in a fantastic and amazing end of the year. And remember, you control what happens to you.
Right. Join us over at Next Level. Hang out. Be around positive people who are succeeding, who are winning, who want to help you succeed and win. nlstrategycall.com. Talk to a coach. No obligation.
Yeah.
We'll talk to you, let you know what's going on. Hey, listen, if you need us, hit us up. You know, we're always here to help. We have a heart for the loan officer community, which is why we created the LO Lifeline in the first place. And again, you can come join us there and get a ton of strategies that'll equip you for the last half of the year. Let's end it strong. Let's do what we say we're going to do. Let's roll up our sleeves and listen, let's win while everybody else is trying to figure it out. Be a winner. That's all I got. All right, gang. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you on the next Level Loan Officers podcast.
Bye.